So what is the distance formula? The distance formula is the formula that we use to find the distance between 2 points. So let's look at this graph. We have 2 points, x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. When we find the distance, we want to find the distance between these 2 points. In other words, we want to find the length of this line segment. To do that, we use the distance formula. Here is the distance formula. We have d, which stands for distance, is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. This is the distance formula. We can use these coordinates of the 2 endpoints and plug them into the right-hand side of our formula to solve for the distance and find the length of that line segment. Now, what if you have trouble remembering the distance formula? Well, here's a trick to help you figure it out. If you have trouble memorizing the distance formula, look at this graph over here. We have again our 2 endpoints, x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. You can graph out your endpoints like that and then turn this into a right triangle. So your right triangle will look like this. Now the distance of this line segment is the distance between our 2 x coordinates, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. The distance of our other line segment is the difference in our y coordinates, y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Well, now we have the distance of this side, the distance of this side, and then d representing the distance of our longest side. Since we have a right triangle, we can now use the Pythagorean theorem, which is side squared plus side squared equals hypotenuse squared. So let's write that out. We have d squared, which is our hypotenuse squared, is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared, one of our sides squared, plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared, our other side squared. Now remember, we're trying to solve for d, distance, not d squared. So we need to take the square root of both sides. When we do, we get that d is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. We found the distance formula. So remember, this is the distance formula used to find the distance between 2 endpoints of a line segment.